My coworker lectured me about seating high rollers and then blew up at me, so I dropped a silent but deadly revenge behind the bar and watched him blame the wrong customer. I used to work as a hostess at a huge restaurant and bar. It was chaotic, loud, and packed every night. I was good at my job and everyone knew it, except Calvin. Calvin was one of the bartenders, flashy, dramatic, and obsessed with convincing the world that he, personally, understood high rollers on a spiritual level. He lectured me constantly. "You have to seat the big spenders in my section," he'd say. "People who look like they'll drop money. Use your instincts." He only lectured me. Other hosts made the same seating decisions, but he never scolded them. He picked on me because I was quiet, easy target. One night, I seated a group of older women celebrating a birthday in his section. They ordered light food. Calvin stormed over. "I told you boring tables don't belong in my section. Do you ever learn? You ruin my tips every time." That hit harder than expected, but I didn't say anything. A few days later, during a rush, I seated a big party in his area, the only table open. Calvin exploded again. "You are honestly the worst hostess here. I swear. Do you even think before you seat people?" I stared at him. "Yes, Calvin. Believe it or not, my brain does function." He ignored me, and that was it. Something inside me erupted. Friday night, packed bar. I went behind the bar to restock glasses. Calvin was right behind me, mixing drinks for two pretty girls, doing his usual performance. My stomach rumbled, the dangerous, low-warning type. I reached up to shelve glasses, released a silent but deadly blast of pure revenge. Calvin stopped mid-shake. Then loudly, "Who farted?" The girls blinked. Someone at the bar choked on a sip of beer. I shrugged. "Strange ventilation tonight, huh?" He glared at the air like it betrayed him. That should have been the end, but my stomach kept cooperating, and Calvin kept lecturing me. So every time he gave me a snide comment, "You seated that table for me? Use your brain next time. Do you ever get it right?" I would simply wander behind the bar, and Calvin would immediately start sniffing the air in panic. Again? Who keeps doing this? Why does it smell like that every day? Check the drains. It has to be the bar mats. It has to be something back here. Maintenance checked everything. Everything was clean. Then came the moment he finally broke. I went behind the bar to put glasses away. Another silent cloud drifted toward him. He gagged, spun around, and for the first time ever, blamed a customer. A regular had just walked past. A quiet guy in a hoodie who came every week. Calvin pointed like he discovered the criminal of the century. Him. It was him. He does this every time. The regular blinked, confused, then frowned. That man? He was actually a young entrepreneur who booked expensive events in our private rooms, corporate parties, celebrations, mixers, thousands spent every month. He quietly asked for the manager and said, "I don't understand why your bartender keeps accusing me of that. I'm not sure I can keep holding events here if this continues." Calvin turned ghost white. Later, the manager told him, "We do not accuse customers of that, and you picked the wrong one. He spends more here than anyone." Calvin nearly melted into the floor. "Too bad the high rollers in a hoodie, right?" I told him. Our manager gave him the look and mouthed, "One more and you're out." After that, the lectures stopped. The snide comments stopped. The insulting jabs stopped. And behind the bar, he always stepped aside when I walked through, just in case. Turns out sometimes the best revenge is the kind Calvin can smell but never prove.